All smiles outside the presidential palace, but Marco Rubio had come to Panama to deliver a rebuke and a warning. He told the country's leaders that unless Chinese influence over their canal is curbed immediately, the US will take action. According to Donald Trump, that action could involve the US military taking control of the canal by force, a threat rejected by Panama's president.
The sovereignty of Panama is not in doubt. That is very important. There is no doubt that the canal is operated by our country, and it will continue to be so.
Chinese culture is deeply embedded in Panama. On Sunday, the Chinese New Year was being celebrated here. But it's the ownership of two vital ports by the Chinese-linked company Hutchison which concerns the Americans. However, Panama denies that gives China any undue influence.
Do you see the ship? Is it a Chinese ship that's going through the canal? Because
Miguel Guerra was the first worker to be hired at the Panamanian Canal after the American handover of 1999. He's still here now.
Is it a Chinese-operated canal?
That's not true. There is no Chinese here. The Chinese that are working here in the canal is Panamanian Chinese. It's not Chinese from Asia.
So you're not seeing any Chinese influence?
There is no Chinese here working for Panama Canal.
Many Panamanians are bewildered and angered by Trump's threat.
He doesn't know how to communicate as a president. He should be wiser, because that is not the way.
It's worrisome for Panama as a sovereign country to receive this threat. We as Panamanians are a bit scared.
But could Donald Trump really send the troops here? Well, it's not quite as far-fetched as it might sound. Although the US has no right whatsoever to retake the Panama Canal, the treaty did stipulate that it has to remain neutral. So if Washington determines that a foreign power is now in control, it could, in theory, order a military intervention.
Some believe that the root of Trump's concern is not so much the operation of the canal itself, but the growing influence of China in the region as a whole.
The U.S. has lost its connections and power in Latin America. China is now the global powerhouse in the region. So with his America First agenda, Trump wants to get America's power back. But it won't happen with any military solution.
But even the threat of military action may already be working. Panama has announced it's cancelling its participation in China's Belt and Road project. John Brain, TRT World, Panama City.